20th of this month, the fight will be. It's a final eliminator for a fight against Anthony Dirrell. Is that one that you're again confident that George can go straight into and get a world title?
Look, we want to fast track George. George wants to fast track George. Anthony Dirrell is a good fighter. He's got very good skills. He's from a good school. Look at Andre Dirrell. We've seen him in the UK. He lost a very close decision in Nottingham. Anthony's he's a good fighter. But we're not afraid of anyone in this. But we have to take care of Rabras first. So the 20th of September it's gonna be a big night, and it'll be interesting the way George reacts.
Be interesting to the way George reacts. Carl Froch, the word keeps coming up, and George is kind enough to keep talking about him and how he feels. He's also said that the third fight is hugely on his agenda. Do you see it as being possible? Obviously, Carl is not getting any younger.
Yeah, of course it's possible. It's the biggest fight out there for Great Britain at the moment. But I think we need to bring something to the table now. George, as I said, he's the guy. He's the popular one. But we need to get a title, and we need to track back. Carl, all credit to him, won that last fight very convincingly. It was neck and neck up until that stage. But all credit to him. He threw a brilliant shot and it landed. But that's so I said that's boxing, and that's just it changes in 1 second. One punch can change it all. But of course it's something we target for next year.
George is super confident that it will be third time, maybe not lucky, but third time he can get the job done. As his promoters, are you still confident that if you're given a third chance that he can beat Carl?
I'm very confident on that. It's if you look at it, it's 2-0 to Carl, but that 2 is perhaps not it's the second one, the first one effectively. That was a debatable decision. But Carl's a great champion. Total credit to him. We know him well. He's become somewhat of a nemesis to us. With Mikkel as well and Abraham. But he's a great fighter, and I think the third one will be even more interesting.